welcome to ARTECHFACT. It's a huge pleasure having you here today with me.
Hi, Val. Thanks a lot for the invite. It's a pleasure for me to be your guest.
Thank you very much once again. I'm looking forward to having this conversation with you because I have so many questions connected to your art. I'm curious to know when and how did you start? But first of all, who is Bruno?
Bruno is a man of 39 years old. I'm an artist. I say that I always been an artist, but my way has not been straight. It has been full of change of directions, and now I'm here and I'm happy. I had a scientific background because my parents wanted me to be an engineer, an informatic engineer. So I took that path and I go on. But at a certain point in my life, I decided to do what I wanted to do. So studying art and being an artist. And maybe I can talk about better of my job and all about my activities. I think I'm a curious guy. I love learning new things. I love improving myself, and I love trying new media, trying new things in my life and of course in my work.
Very good. Thank you very much for this introduction, Bruno. So by the way, you're not the first person who is sharing with me that his or her parents had have another vision for the person. Maybe all the parents are like that. I'm not a parent myself yet, so we'll see. But yeah, this is maybe this is the generation, kind of a generational, let's say, idea to already have an idea for your kid. But yeah, we are all human beings.
Maybe some time ago, being a doctor or being an engineer used to mean something short in your life, money, wellness. But now I think it's not that way. Now I think that if you do something you love, you can succeed. If you do something you're forced, it's everything more difficult, and you can never succeed.
Yeah,
according to me.
Definitely, there is a logic. There is a logic behind that, what you're saying, just because you cannot fake it. They say fake it till you make it, but that's what you may make. It's not going to be so satisfying.
Yeah.
You. But as I have mentioned, we are all human beings and we are learning by experience, because if somebody tells you something in particular, maybe you're not getting it that much, you cannot understand it, you have to leave it. So a very, very good. And when was the day, okay, you have shared with me that you've been always an artist, but what was the first thing you have created?
I started, I think, as every kid who has a creative vein, I started drawing. I love drawing. I always loved drawing. And since I was a kid, I was a creative kid, a good drawer. But from that moment to becoming an artist has passed a lot of road. My trip has been long. In all these things, I have to tell part of my story, because I think is the central point of my career. As I said before, my life in some moments has not been easy, because in 2009 at 26 years old, I lost part of my sight after a stroke.
A stroke
now,
at 20, so it's so young, a stroke?
Yeah.
What?
It happened for unknown reasons.
Unknown.
Just something that happens in your life. One day you go out and happens. It could happen something like this. Doctor didn't have found the reasons.
The explanations they don't have,
Yes,
and they cannot
but
explain.
it happened. It happened, and I lost part of my sight. Now I'm not blind, but let's say that I can see very well. And this problem will last for all my life. But that's okay. I learned to live with it, to use it in my research, in my art. And so from drawing and paintings, I started making installations like the one you are seeing now. I started to work with the light and shadows, with the white and black, and I started making immersive spaces because I wanted the person the people to enter in my art and to live with my eyes. The people are central, something central for me, for my art. I like sharing. I like people to live, to live my art and my installations. That is my path. That is my road.
Very beautiful. They say that when something is taken from you, another thing is coming to you as a blessing, just because this is the balance and the way the earth and in general the universe works.
I love the concept of balance. I really love the concept of balance.
Yeah. Sometimes maybe internally we don't feel it as a balance, but it is just like kind of a storm that we're going through in order to reach the calmness that we are desiring, and this is surprising us in a different way. So that what has been taken from you is coming back in return a different way. I believe so. If it's not yet, it's going to happen. This is something.
I believe it. I believe it. And I think that these things that happened to me has made me the artist that I am now. And I think that I have something unique that nobody has around me. Nobody can see with my eyes. Mm-hmm. Also, if I have some problems or maybe sometimes when I walk, I go to little crash because I don't see very well. Mm. But that's okay. It's okay. But the way I see the world is unique. And I feel it now, after a lot of years that have passed, like present for me. So that's okay. That's something that happens. And I'm not... it has been tough to go on when I was 26, but now it's okay. Okay, yeah. My life goes on, and that's everything okay.
Very good. I'm honored to be talking to a person who has been through so many things, challenges. Because from one side, this is physical, but also from the other side, it's a lot of mental strength that you had to accumulate in order to go through this situation. So, bravo, Bruno. For a guy and an artist, definitely. And it is, for example, could you please tell me this one? What's the story behind it? It's very interesting. So it's like a sphere.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is representing something, because it looks like also it looks like an eye, you know, maybe if I
Yeah.
throw it and
A lot of my works looks like eyes. There are a lot of spheres or circles. In this case, this is both a physical and digital work, because I have been there physically. I drawn that circle in the floor,
yeah.
but the sphere is digital.
Okay.
I love the dialogue with space. That space was an old factory in in the center of Italy.
Where are you from?
I'm from Abruzzo. I don't know if you know.
No, which part of it? The central?
It's in the center of
Provincia?
Provincia di Teramo.
Teramo. Okay.
Yes. I live by the sea, in a small city that is called Roseto degli Abruzzi. Very beautiful.
Rosetta di Abruzzi, bellissimo. I have to check it on the map for sure. Very good. I love the sea. Varna, also where I'm from, we have a sea, the Black Sea.
Okay.
And it's connecting us to, also to Georgia, Russia. And it's a key place.
Can you swim in the Black Sea, or it's just?
Yeah, of course. And we have sharks. Okay. We have small sharks.
Small.
They say like that. Actually, I've never seen a shark. But yes, we do have sharks. Small sharks. They say that they're not dangerous.
Okay.
So special projects. Special projects. Wow.
Yeah, there are these works are a little bit old. Okay. I have to renovate the site, but that's okay. Just to show you my research, that's okay.
This is a physical. This is a physical art.
Yes. It's a visual for a newspaper.
Very, very interesting. It can be also for dentista, for dentists. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. So the concept with the teeth and the tongue that is going out. So how did you make this one, for example?
This is with the concrete paper and the paper taken from some newspaper. I played with the words, because the newspaper was called Parla Cultura. Parla Cultura in English is like culture speaking. So I played with the words.
Okay. And not only with the words, so it is literal and metaphorical play. Yeah. So it is very interesting. Bravo. Thanks. Bravo, bravo. And this one, this is basketball.
Yes, this is a basketball court that I
on the beach
designed. I'm a basketball player.
Wow.
Now I'm a little bit old, but I like to. Sometimes I like to play. I still like to play. And I designed a basketball court in the city, in my city, and it's still there. It's still painted this way.
Very, very. This is in your city, and they just keep it like that.
Yes.
And is there a signature? Your signature somewhere?
Yes, but it's very little, very, 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 very little. Because I don't want to. I don't like the big signature.
Yeah,
Sometimes
it's okay.
I do my works without seeing it.
Right, but when you see it, this is your signature. I mean, this is yours. It belongs to you. This is your idea. Your
people in my
creativity.
city knows that that is mine.
Right. So you're famous in your city, and not only, because maybe we can also say some additional and provide some additional information about your digital art, and that you're minting all these artifacts on different blockchains using variety of platforms. So I see you're minting on Foundation in particular. And I know about one butterfly, which also is, if I'm not mistaken, is also on one of the covers of the NFT magazine. Okay.
I have participated to a contest by NFT magazine that they have done for the launch of the Crypto Art Begins. That is a book about some legendary artists, and they made a contest, and I have been the fifth of more than 400 artists, and I think it's a good result. Definitely. And I'm happy for that.
Yeah. Yes.
I have to tell you something about these butterflies.
Tell me, please.
Okay. Let's start with the project that is called Faded 22.
Yes.
That is born because I realized in the last year that my vision is still decreasing. I'm not becoming blind, but my vision every month, every year is decreasing very slowly. So I decided to monitor this change in the blockchain. How? Every month I have to do an exam to my eyes.
Okay.
So I studied an algorithm that transformed the numbers of the exam into colors that color the butterfly. So every month I do a visit, I do an eye exam that says some numbers or parametric things and other things that I can't really understand. I studied this algorithm that transformed that numbers into a butterfly. So if you scroll down, you can see that every butterfly has a name, like Faded 22, January, February, and go and so on.
Faded August. So this is based on the month when your exam was taken. And
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
And it is capturing based on the colors. There's kind of an algorithm which is picking up particular colors based on the results from the exams.
Yes.
And can it be, sorry, maybe it's not a very, I don't know how to phrase my question as long as I'm not a medical person or representative, but typically because I'm wearing also contact lenses, for example, and I'm -2.75, and without them I don't see. But this is not the case, just because that's what I'm having is something standard and lots of people are having it. So no laser operation are possible, nothing can recover your eyes.
No, you know what? Because it's not an eye problem, it's a brain problem. It's different. When I had the stroke, I lost part of my brain. Part of my brain has become out of use. That part of my brain that had to do with eyes has been damaged.
Okay.
But nothing too powerful. but my sight has decreased.
Yeah. There was, I think, I read an article, or it's the majority of us, we are using how many % of our brain, basically? It's just a few. We don't use the majority of the percent.
Yeah, I read it too.
Yeah. So there is something, because you do really a wonderful art and you have wonderful ideas. Also, this one with the butterflies. And it's so brave from you to do it. You know, just you're so, this is affirmation of who you are and that you're not giving up. And this is you, and you're even willing to capture the status of that what's happening to you. And bravo, complimenti.
Thanks a lot. Because I think two things. One is that the brain is something incredible, because it can develop itself from problems. At first, when I had the stroke, I didn't see. I always go into crashes. I had a lot of problems. Now, after a lot of years, I don't realize that I have problems with my eyes. My life is normal because my brain has become more smarter.
Yeah.
And I think it's an incredible thing. Brain is something mysterious, but very, very powerful and smart. And I also think that artists in general has to tell a story, has to make people feel stories and feel emotion. When I tell my story, I want you to feel my story, but also feel your story. When I go deep down myself, I want you to go down yourself.
And I have here someone else who is also willing to share a story.
No, I hope he likes it.
Yes, he does,
Okay.
definitely. That's why he came, just to greet you and to say hi, to see the butterflies.
What's her name?
His name is Marley. Marley. Yeah, Marley. By the way, you're on a show. So everybody, so I know that we all try to always to show off positive things, you know, and at the end, only the positivity is that what is keeping us on the next level. Those people who give up, they're typically not, they couldn't find the strength to be positive. But we all consist of light and of darkness, of, if we can call good and bad. I don't like this in general framing good, what's bad, because we're all different. But we are built up by so many things. So we have everything in ourselves, every single individual. We are neither only Bianchi nor Neri. So we are definitely complex nature. We're a very complex nature, and different personalities, and everybody has a story. But not everybody has the strength to share it.
It has been difficult for me to do it. And I took a lot of years, more than 10 years to do it. But it's come one point that I decided to do it. And I was quite strong to do it.
And this is where your journey most probably has started.
Yes.
Closing even and opening more doors for you, and just showing up with new things that you can be doing, because maybe it's hard if you wake up in the morning and you realize that from now on you cannot do something in particular just because you're not able to see anymore. So honestly, even if I try to step in your shoes and I put myself on your chair, I will never be completely there.
Yeah.
I can only imagine how you feel and what you're experiencing. And this is the empathy part, how it's possible for us to substitute each other and to step in each other's shoes and to identify the feelings of the person in front of us. But it can never be completely 100%, 100% the same. And
a lot of people ask me how is to be in my shoes. I try to explain, but it's not easy explaining what I see and what I don't see. But I'm trying. And now, as I said before, now for me is normal, completely normal the way I see. If one day I could take 2 new eyes and put in my over here, I would say, wow, incredible. But for me now, it's everything normal. So, okay, that's okay, Colin.
Or maybe you will say, no, thank you. I like my eyes.
Yeah.
Because I see things that you guys don't see with my eyes. And it is
Probably.
exactly like that, because I'm 100% sure that I'm not in your shoes, but you see things that other people don't see, and it's absolutely normal to be like that. So, and you're using it, and you say that your brain has been damaged. No, maybe it has been just turned around in a way that it's providing you with all these wonderful ideas that you're having.
Maybe it's gone that way.
Yeah, I think so. And for when we talk about digital art, this is Faded 22 is an NFT collection of digital butterflies. May I ask you, why did you choose butterfly?
Yes, I used to do also physical butterflies with origami. If you go in the physical site, maybe we can find something.
Yeah, just a second, because Zoom wants to play me. Yeah. Okay, I have. Cool.
So I have to tell you the story about butterflies.
Yes, please.
When I was a kid, in 1991, in the world, it was a war. I don't know how to translate it, but it was Guerra del Golfo.
Guerra del Golfo.
Yes, in Iraq.
Ah, yeah, okay.
And I remember very well an image. Some birds in a river of the sea that couldn't fly because they were full of petrolio. And that image stuck in my brain. I will always remember that image. So by the passing of time, when I first did my first things as an artist, I remember that image, and so I reuse it as something linked with the impossibility of having a free life. Life was always stained by a lot of informations, a lot of input. Nobody could live an easy life, a free life, because it was always overflow. There was a continuous overflow of information, of things around us. And I started to develop that research, and I arrived with the origami, a white origami of a butterfly that was stained with some black stains, black painting. From there, I started. Later, I had some colors, gradients, and things like this. And I started this research with the origami butterflies. I think that if you search on Google Bruno Cerasi farfalle, maybe you find something. Or just Bruno Cerasi, just to show you how are my physical butterflies.
Okay. Ah, you have another on-stream gallery. This one?
Yes, it is a digital gallery.
Okay.
I made with them an exhibition in 2020, I think, 18. I don't remember.
Very interesting. Air paintings, HN20, Bruno Cerasi.
Yes, there are also these one are physical butterflies. I think if you click, we can see something better.
Okay, now I'm going just to choose this one, maybe. I like it. I'm thinking of, wow. Wow.
In that case, I used some photos by NASA.
Okay.
And I transform it into butterflies. That is the package that I studied for the collection.
Wonderful. It's wonderful.
Thanks.
Everything is with style. And
yeah, I love style. I love the elegance. I love the simple things, but with the killer details, with the beautiful details.
Yes. Wonderful. And everybody can choose from here, Pigmento Sicuro. And this is an online shop, basically. You have these butterflies ready.
Yes.
Okay.
Not also in that site. Also,
Other sides
can write to me, or I have also another gallery. Maybe you can just search my name in Google and find everything.
Definitely. I will do, and I would like to encourage all the viewers of this episode to do the same.
Thanks.
Yes.
I've also NFTs in foundation, and I have also I call it community butterflies that are less expensive, and you can mint it in my site.
Ah, okay. Okay, yes.
They are 2056 butterflies.
How
all
many?
the same. And you can mint in brunocerasi.it. You can mint at the price of 0.015 ETH.
Ethereum. Okay.
It is not too much, and you can mint your butterfly. Community mint over there.
Community mint is live. And how many have been already minted?
Quite 100.
Okay, very good. Very, very good. Connect to a wallet.
Yes, it's very simple.
MetaMask.
Yes.
Very good. I'm really very happy and honored once again, I have to tell you, to be talking to you. You are a great artist with a very strong vision and a mission. Have you phrased what is your mission exactly? Do you, or it's more open?
I like to, I want to touch the art of people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to create art and to live with art for all my life.
Yes.
That is my mission.
Yes.
All the other things, money, fame, or whatever you want, are things around my mission. I'm not too much interested in that. I just want to make art in my life and live with art.
Right. And you, if you allow me, I would like to add something small, but I think very important and vital, because via all these values that you are demonstrating, you are just giving strength, and you're leading by example the crew artists, if I may call it like that, people who are, because as per my observations, the artist in the beginning is not very sure that he is an artist yet.
Yeah.
He or she needs some time to state it, to show it off, to demonstrate it externally to the world, to say this is who am I. And you are giving what strength by everything that you have already done and you keep doing, and more importantly, by sharing your information, you're supporting lots of people around the world, and you're giving them strength to keep it up. So just do it.
Thanks. Thanks a lot. I like it.
Thank you very much, Bruno. It's a huge pleasure to be talking to you. And if you don't mind, I would like to use this opportunity and to keep our conversations more open. And maybe after several months, when you have a new project or when you create something new, I would love to have you again as a guest and we to talk about it.
Of course, with a lot of pleasure. And thanks a lot again for the invite, Val.
Thank you.
It has been really a pleasure for me.
I think the honor and the pleasure is on my end, because you live, this is in your head nonstop, everything is art, all these ideas, so many projects, inspiring people in your place, in your poster region, and also on Twitter, all the things that you're sharing, because this is how I understood about you via Twitter. And honestly, right now, when I start seeing all these projects and art, I'm amazed. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Ciao.
Ciao.